So yesterday was February the 1st, which means new LEGO sets coming out. Yeah. One I was looking forward to is this one. The A-Frame Cabin, which is a LEGO Ideas set. It's 2,082 pieces. Yes, it's an 18 plus set, which normally LEGO Ideas are. And we've got some new pieces in there. So well, not new, but new designs of some pieces. So like the otter, which was first made in one of the Harry Potter sets, but it was a Patronus and it was see-through. Now we're actually getting like an actual animal kind of thing, so it's not like a ghost kind of thing. Things that I haven't seen is the moths. They seem like a new design. Haven't really. I've also never got a butterfly and moths ever, so they're new pieces for me, as well as an otter. The canoe as well. But yeah, this overall design looks really cool, and I like the little whole cabin, as well as the. When you look at the base of it, and like, so you got like what would be the stones, they're actually made out of like hammers. So what was used for Thor hammers and like certain minifigures in certain series, but like yeah, what they use for the hammer for Thor is making like all the brickwork. So it looks really nice. It's like a different form of bricks that like you've got the brick pieces with like the tiles in them, which are one of my favourite pieces, and then you got this style of bricks. But I'm really liking the inside. Like there's like a little research area. You go upstairs, which is a bed, and then there's also a photo upstairs of a like picture, which is actually, people have referenced that it's a Easter egg to another idea that was being in the works, but they've changed the photo slightly because the photo looks very similar to an idea set that was made for a LEGO Santa's like home. But instead of it being all snowy, it's all sunny. But yeah, it looks like a really fun build, and there's some things that I'm really looking forward to. And I've noticed there's also another typewriter, so that's 2 typewriters that I have now in LEGO, but 3. I've got the LEGO Ideas typewriter, and there's a mini typewriter in this, as well as the police station. But never mind, I will start getting on to building. There's also, funny thing that I've just found, there's a little spider up in the corner. But yeah, I'll get to building, and then I will review it at the end.
That's important. Send it back. I can't send it back. I had it engraved. Here lie the ashes of Leonard Hofstad. He thought he was right, but history made me better. Let's go. Why did you get this filled?
So here we have the A-frame cabin. Now as we look closer, as you can see there are rocks. So they're stone look, but they're actually made out of hammers used for what the Thor minifigure or some of the minifigures have used for a hammer, mainly to show like as Guardian Thor look. But these have been used in a slightly different way, and I kind of like it. They're kind of like the stones with the imprints, which are like these ones, which are probably one of my favourite bricks to use. But seeing these like in a style, I might consider making these instead, because it kind of just makes it look more accurate, kind of realistic, and I'm really liking the style of it. So there you got the stones, and then you got some buckets and mushrooms and the stairs. Really, the detail on this set is probably one of my favourites. Then you got like a little butterfly mold, and then up here is a moth mold. Now the moth and butterflies are slightly different, as you can tell. They're yellow and brown for moths, and then like it's kind of greeny pinkish for the butterflies, as you can see also in here. And I'll get to the garden bit, the nature bit as well, and I'll just do a quick zoom to show you what it is like all together. So that's all it together. Then obviously I'll take the nature bit off and I'll talk to that separately, but I'll just mainly get to the house for now. So I'll start off with the outside to make it easier. So yeah, first of all, you've got the decking, which, to be honest, I kind of wish was slightly longer to make more minifigures fit, and like it's actually, so they can actually walk through without like kind of having to put it in there. It would make it easier for stop motions when I make them, because this probably will be a part of my stop motion. So yeah, you've got a little bench there with a cup and a little lantern, and then a stove there with a little egg, and then a chair just for like chilling. A bird box there, yeah. Then you'll turn the house. So the roofs are the exact identical. They were built, yes. When you like some builds, you like it says +2, and that was the roof. So there's literally, they're both identical in the exact same way. There's like nothing really identical, nothing really different about them. So I can show one side, and then basically that will show the. Then onto the back of it, you've got like the fireplace that will connect into make it look like it's connecting from inside the house. Then below here, you've got like a little shovel, a shower area, so your little shower tap, a little soap, and a towel. Then you got like your heating and your cooling system for the water, hot water. And then a little aircon right there. Then actually going inside the house, I'll start from the other side because I showed you the roof. So I'll show you both sides to make it easier from what it looks like, and then I'll open the roof. So it is two parts, so you can take the top off. So I'll start off the top so it makes it easier. So in the roof, you can see a little spider there. Then you got your bed here, and then a picture there, which is from, people say it's from the ideas. So like someone submitted a Santa's house, and they've changed the colour to make it look more like a summer home than it's related to Santa. Then, so you got that photo there, and then you got a little bookshelf here with a little statue and a car, and then a little tree house. Then you got your bed and your cup, and then you got a little photography camera with a little cup there and a little emerald there. Then we'll take this off, and you can see the stairs. So you got a little music area there with some crystals as well as some newspaper, which is also the same newspaper which is used in one of the minifigure series. In the new one, the 24th one, a little candle there, then a little box with some wine, with also chairs. Then you got the kitchen area, so you got your fire, yeah, you got your fireplace with your wood, extinguisher, some little knives, a butcher knife there, you got your stove and your sink and some milk. Then on this side, you got your little writing area, so another newspaper, a little lamp with a little plant on there, some drawers with a typewriter and little teacup and teapot. With the music, you've also got a guitar and then a little mat that says Lego, which I found quite funny. Then something that I didn't even notice when building it, and I didn't know until building it, was this sign here. This sign right here was also used in the blacksmith, and it was kind of a nice, pleasant surprise to actually see the sign again, because I didn't think that, I was not expecting to see that again. Yeah. But that is the house all itself, and then I'll get onto the nature next. So here we have the second part of the nature. Now there are two builds. This is the second one, and I'll get onto this one because it's bigger, and then the other one's smaller, and then I'll show them together because they can actually join. Now I added these just to make it a lot the support a lot stronger, and they actually connect without like coming off. But yeah, this one's pretty fun little build. So this is the second butterfly. The other moth is in the other nature bit. So you get two moths, two butterflies. You also get a new piece, which is, well, slightly new. The first set to have an otter was the Harry Potter Patronus from requirement ones, but it was just a Patronus and see-through. This one's like a proper mold, and it's just like coloured and not see-through. But yeah, it's a little otter. You also get a little frog here and there, but yeah, it's a little frog. Now you got some nature, some mushrooms, some little grubs and scrubs. This can easily be taken off, so unless you want to, for some reason, hide something under there, you could. You got your paddles and your little lantern. You've got paddles for the kayak, which is here. This is my first kayak that I've had. I've never had a kayak. I normally just have some boats. And then you've got you got a crate of some life jackets and a little bottle there. And you just put that there, and then put the kayak on top. And then that's the second nature. One of the things that I do like about this set is the different colours of trees. So there, you got here with a little red bird. You got like the lighty dark green here, and then you got the yellow tree with like different shades of yellow. So here is the first part of the nature build. It's pretty small compared to the other one, but yeah, there's the other moth. And we've got a squirrel and a bluebird. Like in the other one, we had a red bird. But yeah, it's pretty simple. You got a little shed for your logs, and I do like the different sizes of the logs. So you got like big ones, and you got a small long one, and then like you got some small ones there, as well as some ones that obviously been chopped up or left. And you got your axe for the chopping wood, as well as a walking stick. One thing that I do like about the trees is obviously you got the different many seasons that you have. So this one's got like red and kind of like autumn, and then the other ones, like the tree house, had different colours for different ones, but you can have them both. These ones have all different seasons, like I said. But yeah, I also like how some of the leaves have fallen, obviously, and one's fallen onto the shed. You got little plants there as well. But yeah, this one's an overly small build compared to the second build that you do for the nature. But one good thing is, so you can either have the natures attached to, you can either have them attached to the house, or you can have them separately, and they just join like this. So you can have like a little nature area in the little house there. But that's the nature, and then I'll get onto the minifigures next. Okay, so here we have the 4 minifigures. Yes, they all have pretty much standard printing. So there's printing on the back and on the front. Printing on the back and then the front. Most of them have printing on the back. This one's got like little small details on the back, and then take the backpack off. Some printing on the back. There's no printing on the arms, but there is. Here you got the 2 printing on the legs to make them look like they're wearing boots. The other ones just have plain ordinary colours, as well as all the minifigures come with a different 2-sided faces. Most of them are just various with happy, so you got this one and that one and that one. This minifigure is the only one that comes with another different face, really, with a scared face. And then turn them back around, put the hairs. But with these minis, there's one thing that the set also kind of inclines, which is changing around the different minifigures with different torsos, which you can see in the box. They'll have different torsos, like in different photos that are on the box set. overall, these are pretty standard minifigures. There's nothing really overly too detailed. They've got everything that they need on these minifigures. They're pretty simple minifigure builds. And like little perfect family for a little small cabin. Okay, so there we have the A-frame cabin. $280, $280 in Australia. 2,082 pieces. This set is a fantastic build, very simple, little relaxing build compared to some of the other sets that I built, like the Colosseum, the Razor Crest. Those were a little more difficult. Needed every single focus on it. There was no, like, couldn't relax, kind of wanted to build it, get everything done. I had to be very careful with putting things where. Did get repetitive sometimes, unlike this set, which is a fantastic, small, simple. You can have a relaxing time, maybe watch something, have a little hot chocolate while you build it. One thing that I did like about it, was the minifigures. The minifigures detail is fantastic. You have 4 minifigures for it, as well as some animals. The main thing that I really liked about the minifigures, none of them have just a one-sided face. They've all got different expressions. Most of them are different variations of happy, besides this one who does have a scared face like I mentioned. Now on to the house as well as the nature bit. The animals, I really like the different variations from the birds to the moths to the otters. Some new, some old, and the squirrel. Will say it's a nice collection to my Lego animal collections, because I don't really get animals a lot often with some of the themes I get. It doesn't really involve animals, but it's nice when I do get animals. The nature bit, what I really do like about it is, besides the kayak and the little stream and the animals, is that the little flowers and the leaves, they're not just one colour like the treehouse, where you could have green or you could have yellow, but you would have to take all the greens off. It just kind of shows the different kind of seasons throughout, like autumn, spring, and summer. Kind of those kind of season vibes with like the different colours. It's like autumn with the red. It's nice to get different variations as well as different versions of trees, not just like one main one, which is what we normally get in Lego, which is just one tree, and that's just about it, and they're all the same. Now onto the house. One thing I do kind of wish it was changed was, for me, it's making stop motions. It's the axis of being able to get minifigures places. So here it's fine. It's when they're going onto each side of the porch, they have to turn sideways. This one's not so bad because they can still kind of get onto the bench. It's this side when like trying to get into this chair. It would have to hop. Maybe if you want your minifigure to hop on a chair, that's fine by you, but it's not really my style. So I kind of just wish the porch was just extended a little bit. But besides that, it's a fantastic build. I really like the stone builds here. You would never, like, once you build it, you would realise that they're stone, but they're hammer pieces, mainly used in Thor sets and the Marvel ones. But yeah, these are used for stone, which is a nice little difference for what they're normally used for, and it's particularly one of my favourite bits of the build, because I really like the stone bricks coming with the little line and they make a little brick kind of thing. I really love those bricks. They're probably my favourite bricks for some reason, I don't know why. But besides that, onto the outside of the house, I really like besides the moulds of the butterfly and the moth, the little birdhouse, the little lights here, and the wooden planks that are printed. I first saw them in a minifigure series with a builder who had like a plank of wood like this one. Different colour, so it's nice to see a different version of it. The colour contrast on the set alone is just fantastic. One thing that I did pick about the set that I noticed earlier on is that the amount of detail in this is just fantastic. They didn't leave just like a free empty space in the room, whether it's from the back or the front or the left side or the right side. When you open this door, there'll be a doormat, and it could have just been red, but Lego decided to one-up themselves by putting a little printing on it, which was Lego. With saying that, I'm loving that there's no stickers. It's all printed, which was a fantastic relief for me. The next set I will do, I did find stickers, which will kind of suck, but I'm glad I built this one before. So, Starting from the top, the room is just amazing. There's a map on the floor, there's little pictures, some crystals, and then you go onto the bottom floor, there's some more crystals, a little scientific area with the typewriter, a music with the vinyl, a little music station with all the records in there. It's just a fantastic build. Some newspapers on the floor. They haven't left any room just for every empty space, which was really nice that they put a detail everywhere they possibly could without still making it not cramped. As well as I've shown the outside and how much detail is. The back is even much better. You've got little piping for the heating as well as the water, like the water heating there, and then on the other side you've got a little shower with a towel, even some soap. They didn't need to add that, it was just like, hey, there's a shower, we'll add some soap. Another particular thing that I like is, we're saying there's so much detail. Up here where the roof sits on, there's a little spider. They didn't need to add it, but I felt like they were like, we need something in this space because everything else has detail. And they added a spider, and it's like not out of place because every house has a spider. No doubt where you're going to go, you'll see probably a spider in a house. So it was a nice little funny add to the house. My overall review on it is that it's a fantastic, simple, relaxing build, especially if you come home from work, you're really exhausted and you want some Lego to build, this would be the perfect set. As saying that, if I had to recommend, if someone told me to recommend someone a set and they're like, this person's never built Lego before, they want to build one set but they don't want to get a bunch, I would recommend this set in a heartbeat. I wouldn't want to give them something too easy that it's like you build it and then it's done, like a Battle Pack, let's say the Mando one, because that one was pretty small, or a big set like the Colosseum where it's the exact same colour and kind of can get repetitive sometimes. The A-frame cabin is a medium-sized build, very relaxing. You don't have to. You can kind of relaxing time building it. Nothing too hard or simple. In the middle, the price is kind of where it might go a little bit different because it can be expensive, and it is $280. A little bit expensive for what it is. But overall, I would recommend this on a heartbeat. You don't need any other sets to display it for, like it can just stand off by itself. Either if you want it by the house or the trees. I will say the trees make it look 10 times better, and like it looks like it would be in a forest. Wherever you're going to display it, it will look perfect by itself. But that's it for the A-frame cabin. I hope you enjoyed. I do have my next set here, which I'll show off to give a quick preview of what it will be. But yes, I'll edit this and then I'll get onto filming this straight away, which is the Avengers Quinjet, which I've been looking forward for quite a while. I'm going to get to editing this as soon as possible, and I've started editing it a little bit, and then I'm going to edit that, post it, and then get to filming this straight away. But until then, I hope you enjoyed my review on the A-frame cabin, and until next time, I hope you enjoy your building.